Organize the pots and pans cabinet in your kitchen. Here are 5 tips for organizing cookware in your kitchen, from pots and pans to cookie sheets and muffin tins, so you can make the process of cooking easier each and every day. 1. Declutter excess cookware. The first step in any organization project is to declutter, because you should never organize what you don't actually use or need anymore. If there are pots and pans you avoid, for example, because they don't cook well, or are never the right size, or you can't find the lid, these are things to get rid of now. Further, keep the best of the best, and only what you can use at one time, and perhaps donate the rest to someone else that is in need. Decluttering your kitchen allows you to make room to properly organize what you've got left, so you can actually access and use it more easily. 2. Storing pots and pans in your cabinets. One of the most common spots to store your pots and pans is inside your kitchen cabinets or cupboards. This can work quite well, as long as you store them in an organized fashion. One of the big problems with keeping your pots and pans in your cabinets is pulling out the one you need, without having to move all the rest of them around in the process. Decluttering helps this issue, but so does using some type of pot and pan organizer designed for your cabinet. The key is to not have to nest or stack your pots and pans together when storing them, so an organizer that keeps each item separated, such as the one shown above, works best. 3. Hanging pots and pans. Another common way to store your pots and pans is to use a hanging pot rack. There are different types of these hanging racks, with some mounted to the wall, while others actually hang directly from the ceiling. The advantages of these racks is that they free up a lot of cabinet space, and also make your pots and pans very convenient to grab and use when needed. A disadvantage is that your pots and pans are visible to everyone who enters your kitchen, and if your pots and pans don't look their best, it can be less visually appealing. Further, with the pots and pans exposed, they can get more dust and grime on them, meaning you may have to clean them more frequently, especially right before use if you haven't used a pan for a while. 4. Organizing lids. Whether you choose to keep your pots and pans inside your kitchen cabinets, or hanging somewhere else in your kitchen, you also need to consider where to hold and store your pot and pan lids. Finding the right lid easily can be a hassle if you don't have an organizational plan. Fortunately, storing your lids is much easier when you use a pot lid organizer. There are organizers for inside cabinet shelves, or on cabinet doors or on walls, that will hold all of the lids together, but separately, so you can easily grab the one you need without disturbing the rest. If you want a do-it-yourself version, I suggest placing your pot lids on their sides and then one strainer on the cabinet shelf. 5. Organizing bakeware. Finally, when organizing your cookware, you shouldn't focus only on pots and pans, but instead all of your cookware, which includes items like cooking and baking sheets, as well as muffin tins, and more. The important thing to remember when storing and organizing bakeware is that stacking them up means you're in for a hassle. Inevitably, you'll want the pan or sheet that is on or close to the bottom, and pulling that one out will dislodge the rest of them. To avoid this, store these items on their sides so they don't have to stack. To keep them upright and from falling over onto one another, use a bakeware organizer such as the one shown above.